I like it in Tsotsital when they talk about striving. They're saying we strive for excellency. But in Tsotsital, again, in English is stabilization, meaning that we're going to continue to do what? To push an envelope. That's about leadership. That leadership for you to lead other people is for you to find your signature. Maybe you're saying, Simphiwe, how do I find my signature? There are a couple of things that you need to do. One, realize that you don't have to be a superstar to provide leadership. Provide leadership where you are, in your own sphere of influence. I.e., if you're good in mathematics, provide leadership in mathematics. If you're good to go spanning as a receptionist, provide leadership as a receptionist. If you're good wherever you are in the church environment, whether you're an usher, whether you're an intercessor, provide leadership where you are. You don't have to be a superstar for you to provide leadership. Because the leadership is about influencing people that are around you, but over and above, it's also about influencing your own self to reach your own destiny. Because leadership is about this. You cannot achieve until you enable the people that you lead to achieve. 9 out of 10, Anoma said that passion attracts passion. If you're passionate about what you do, you're going to attract people who are what? Who are passionate. If you study leadership, they will tell you that an organization, it's a DNA of a leader, or a culture of an organization, it's a DNA of a leader. Let me give an example. Have you been in a house? When you look at the kids, they give a reflection of their father or their mother. Have you ever seen that? If, for example, you see Bana ba serious, you must know that the mama and papa ba serious. For example, if you go to an organization and you look at the employees, you find that they are serious. You know, they don't laugh. They look as if they are baptized with a lemon juice. You must know even the CEO is the same, because the culture of an organization is a DNA of a leader. What I'm trying to say is that if you want to succeed in life, or you want the people that you lead to succeed in life, you yourself as an individual, you must succeed. Because in that way, you then influence people. You are not driving people, because you cannot drive people, particularly people who live in this dispensation. In essence, what I'm trying to say is that leadership has complexities. Particularly now in this day and age, we live where we have what we call generational mix. We have the youngsters, we have the old people. And sometimes if you go to a workplace, wherever, the youngsters and the old people, they always have a fight. Have you seen that? Young people, when they look at old people, they're saying, but Barnabas stubborn. They're more like a concrete, they're thoroughly mixed and permanently set. I want to change about Meban. And when they look at the youngsters, they're saying they are too ambitious, but again, sometimes you'll find that there's a conflict. The other day, another lady invited me. She was saying to me, Simphiwe, I have a problem with my daughter. I said, what is your problem? She said, my problem is that my daughter, she's at a stage where she's at a stage. I said, what do you mean? She said, no, she's stubborn. She's at a stage where she's at a stage. And I went to the daughter, I said, sweetie, Mama complained. She's complaining about you. What is your problem? She said, no, don't worry, Simphiwe. My mom, she's at a stage where she's at a stage. And I was saying, between the two of you, who's at a stage? And sometimes it's about leadership. That sometimes we don't know how to manage the generational mix. And I'm saying to you, for you to provide leadership is for you to understand your leadership signature. What I'm trying to say, if you study leadership, you'll discover that there are 4 kinds of leaders. The first kind of a leader is what I call an explorer. The second kind of a leader is what I call a pioneer. The third kind of a leader is what I call a citizen. The last kind of a leader is what I call, the third kind of a leader is what I call a settler, sorry. And the last kind of a leader is what I call a citizen. Maybe you're saying, Simphiwe, maybe you're saying, unpack those leaders. The first leader is what I call an explorer. These are the people who are always ahead of their times. These are the people who are entrepreneurial in their thinking. These are the people who have a foresight, about their own future. These are the people that always push an envelope. These are the people who don't allow people to define who they are, because they define who they are. These are the people who don't rely on the definition of other people. But sometimes we allow people to define us. Sometimes we become a definition of the context that we have. If you've seen but Baba Ngataba complain or Nagitsiba so and so, but the question is that as much as Utsiba so and so, wow Utsiba now. If wow Utsiba that person, is that person enabling you to reach your God-given destiny? And the first kind of a leader, I said, is an explorer. These are the people that have fantastic ideas. For example, if you look at the Wright brothers, maybe you're saying, what is the Wright brothers?